Mother's Day to all the mothers in society again. Uh, I enjoyed myself yesterday, man. I was out the county, and I wasn't answering my phone for nobody. I was just enjoying myself with the person I was with. And I received a text, man. It's sad, man, 'cause she was a year older than me, right? So I want to extend my condolences to my cousin's daughter. While Nita Mack was like, woo, we grew up together. She was a year older than me. She used to try to bully me when we was little, right? That was my cousin, man. Every time she cooked some greens, she'd tell me to come by and get a plate. She know how to cook. She used to cook her ass off. But yesterday was a real nice day, man. It was sad, but it was happy. You understand what I'm saying? Snipe, what's up, brother? But I really enjoyed myself. And when I just got back about an hour ago, and one of my little homies tapped in. He said, man, I was watching this show while I was doing my workout this morning at the gym. And told me, man, I'm proud of you, big homie. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't feed into the negativity. I like it. I love it when my homies and my friends on YouTube, when y'all tell me that, Snipe, you one of them. And I'm loving that, because I don't like doing that, man, because that shit, you got to watch your blood pressure. I ain't trying to get hurt, get my blood pressure up when something busts in me and all that. But yesterday, overall, it was a wonderful day. Little sister that's resting in peace, her youngest daughter, my little niece, she's pregnant. She finna have a baby, a little girl. So when I put pictures of her two sisters up, wishing them happy Mother's Day, I put her up on there. And that was a blessing, man, that I'm finna be another great uncle, have a great niece. And I love that. Them is things that I love. That's what inspires me. You understand what I'm saying? Thanks, Snipe. So I'm just here to tell y'all, man, I've been going through a lot of things on YouTube too. I want people to start paying attention when I say things like this. As a black man, we can't bite into the myth of what people say about our race, right? Now, I'm looking at some of these dudes, they get on here, they trying to have these positive shows, but they try to throw shade at brothers. They throw shade at brothers for what we trying to do. And then they use racial slurs and they try to get away with using it, right? Like this dude, American Cholo. This dude called us coons, man. And he thought it was okay to say it, and then turn around and use the N-word. Then when he catches himself, he said, oh, right? Then you get the other cat be on there talking about, oh, man, you dudes, some dude, I was listening to him for like 5 minutes. Some dude was talking about, because a lot of Hispanics with shows on his dropouts. Now, I ain't throwing no shade at nobody. I'm just keeping it 100. A lot of them is dropouts, right? And where I come from, man, dropouts don't have the credentials to speak on nothing valid. You dropped out because you was afraid of something. You didn't drop out because it was time for you. You got to that age where you said you wanted to stop doing this, right? Because watch this, man. I support any gang member, black, white, Mexican, whatever color you are. When you say you want to step back, step back. But if you get the debriefing to step back, exactly. But if you get the debriefing when you step back and go to the mess and white yards, hey, man, you put a black eye in the whole game, man. You start telling to go over there, right? So, no, man, it ain't when he got to a certain age. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a whole lot of people be in prison. And they get to a certain age, they own homies. Now, I'm talking about as far as the blacks go. Crips and Bloods, some of their homies say, OG, hey, step back, man. It ain't your era no more. And they respect that we'll step back and not get caught up. And you understand what I'm saying? And they'll use us for advisors. They come talk to us and ask our opinion and take our advice on a situation that might be going on the yard. And this is what people need to grasp, man. So I appreciate it. The people that got these shows and other people was watching them and you trying to expose people. If you ain't black, man, don't use the N-word. Use it in the comforts of your house, but don't use it with somebody else can say something about you because it's gonna feed negative comments gonna come to you. And please, man, don't call me a coon because I don't look like that, right? And this is something else just for some history. Pyramids come from Egypt because if it's any pyramid in your culture, believe me, there's some form of blackness in your culture. Brown is only a color. It's not a race. Society made brown a race, but brown is a color. Brown come from black. Black create any color. You can't cut black, but black can migrate with anything. So please, stop addressing us just with the N-word and stop addressing us calling us coons. I don't care if we do use that word ourselves. It's not appropriate for another race to use that word. That's not cool. I don't know who told y'all that was cool. It's not cool, man. And people need to really grasp that. I don't care what the rappers said in their songs. None of that. You understand what I'm saying? It's not cool for another race to be using the N-word. Y'all shouldn't use it. You shouldn't use it. And then don't justify using it saying because we use it. You feel me? We say no disrespect to any Hispanic, and I got Hispanic friends. I got Hispanic cousins. Exactly, Mary Knox. But now listen to this. Amongst ourselves, we use derogatory terms when we talking about people. Do you think I go call the girl I'm in love with a bitch? When me and my partners be saying, hey, man, you seen that bad bitch walk down the street? That ain't what we address that we talking to. That's just how we talking. So do you hear blacks? Just listen to me, man. To the dudes that's not black that use the N-word and think it's cool. If I walk up to you and say, what's up, wetback? Would you be offended? Would you be offended if I called you a wetback, a hat dancer? Would you be offended? I guarantee you would, right? So what gives you the authority or the privilege to want to use that N-word? So understand when people are saying y'all shouldn't use that word, man. Asians, everybody, if you ain't black, stop using that N-word, man. It ain't cool. I don't care what era you grew up in. It ain't cool. It's not cool. It's real disrespect when you can't justify using it. You can't justify using your favorite captain justifying it. Say, oh, man, I've been saying this for years. Y'all say it, so why we can't say it? Watch this, man. You can't emulate me. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to emulate me. You can't be us. Stop using the N-word, man. It ain't cool. It ain't cool, man. American Cholo, I ain't your coon, dude. I ain't your coon. I ain't your coon. You feel me? I ain't your coon, man. You dudes be really out of pocket with that, man. Now, this ain't no wasted energy. This is really some some enlightenment, right? It's not appropriate. It ain't appropriate for blacks to use the N-word, but we do. But it's showing. I'm gonna go in when another race uses it, man, because I don't call me that. I ain't with none of that. But I was highly offended when this dude, American Cholo, called us goons, homie. And then this the cold part about it too. He want people to subscribe to his show, and I guarantee he got blacks to subscribe to his show. He yet to get back on this show and apologize to the black community for calling us coons. Him and his partner that exposed them dudes do not like blacks. This dude, American Cholo, had some girl on there and was calling us Mayate. That's derogatory if you call me that. And that ain't cool. Hey, man, let's stop throwing shade and throw this hatred and throw that hatred on the dark channel. Don't put that hatred on the YouTube channel because it ain't cool, man. You can create a whole lot of peace on this. You can also create a whole lot of tension. And that's what American Cholo do. That's what this dude Triple OG doing. Why he trying to expose people. You feel me? Coming on and put lipstick on his motherfucking self. You dudes need to stop throwing shades at blacks and trying to talk about it. You got one thing, he like us. But he used the N-word himself. American Cholo, that ain't cool, my friend. I ain't your friend, but I'm just saying that, right? I appreciate if you get on your show and apologize to the black community on YouTube for disrespecting us and being exposed to disrespecting us. So please, that ain't cool, man. You know what I mean? We got to all get along, man, in America, man. And sometimes what people don't realize, words is powerful. Words got more power than a weapon. You understand what I'm saying? We need to stop manipulating situations, man. in a real way. We need to really stop manipulating situations that isn't that doesn't warrant merit. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't got to do this. Let's just have some positive shit going on with YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm into. I'm into positivity, man. Fuck the negative shit. You know what I mean? At a, hey man, I ate so much yesterday and enjoyed myself yesterday. I got treated to a massage. Although I'm the one that paid for everything, but I had a ball, right? Ate steak, lobster. You know, I had the champagne in the orange juice, whatever you call that. I woke up to that yesterday morning. You know what I mean? Strawberries on my waffles. You know what I mean? I enjoyed myself, man. I had a ball. I was in Santa Barbara. I had a ball, man. I had a real ball. Just got back. You know what I mean? So my week is going to start tomorrow, right? But again, I just want to wish all the women in America, man, all over the world, man, happy belated Mother's Day. I hope yesterday did nobody fall out with no woman that they love or no woman that they knew, right? We all got to learn how to get along. This is 2022, and people got to learn how to have positive dialogue with each other. Communication is the key to respect. Stop talking at a person and talk to a person. I guarantee you everything gonna be cool. Let's get into some of this old gang stuff, man. Some of these old escapades, right? That's what people love to hear. After I did my show, after I seen one of my homeboys shows, they be wanting to hear them LaSalle stories, little Lottie from Compton, right? Hey, man, in my era, people that grew up in Compton, Lottie and the Bully, in my era between Carver Park, Mona Park, Pocket Hood, and Front Hood, Lil Lottie and the Bully Larry James, they legends, man. They legends. I mean, you go on the west side, which the west side is what we call the Pirus, west side. And all the Pirus that's older than me, when they ask you if you tell them you from Front Hood, the first thing they gonna ask you is this: hey, did you know the Bully, Larry James? Then the ones my age, they ask you this: hey, did you know LaSalle? Lottie and the Bully, man. Then I had my big homie David Lee Scott, Tony Hodge. Front Hood, let me share something with you. Front Hood kind of, when the dress code, as far as Compton dress code go, Front Hood created the dress code in my era. And before my era, my big homies, we was known to wear the tailors and all that, right? The long perms and all that. You had some dudes say Front Hood brought the tailors to Compton, right? Because I know when I was in the ninth grade, my big homies was in high school. But my crew, me, Baby, DK, Junior, we wore tailors Monday through Thursdays and put on Levi corridors and water beads on Fridays when we went to school. Because we was trying to be, not just Crips, but players, man. When my hood first come out, we was called Compton Front Brothers. My generation, 1975, we changed it to Original Front Hustler. You feel me? Hey, yeah, Too Pretty Kenny. Now watch this. Too Pretty Kenny is from the Pocket. I'm from Front Hood. In my era, Front and Corner Pocket was really one neighborhood, even though they was called Corner Pocket Crips and we was called Front Hood Crips. We ran together. A Front Hood best friend to be in the Corner Pocket best friend being Front Hood, and that's how it was, right? Now, Too Pretty Kenny them dudes was gangbang when they was in high school and I was in junior high. My big homies, when they left high school, them dudes wasn't bangers. You feel me? Them dudes stopped gangbang. When they got out of high school, they started getting money. So we started getting money. We wanted to be like our big homies, have perms and being tailors, man. I got a partner named Kamido, man. Right? When I was a little boy, Kamido used to be sharp as a motherfucker, man. I'll be on the east side on the bottoms. I used to follow Kamido. You understand what I'm saying? When I graduated from 6th grade, man, I had on a tailor. I wanted to wear a tailor like Kamido. Kamido had him off with him 2 pieces on, man, and he stayed fresh. I mean, the coldest 2-piece tailor I ever bought was blue and beige, man. And I had, the B was in the 2-piece on the top, the B, but in the sleeve I had Hub City. Hey, man, I went to a motherfucking concert at the forum one time, and I was getting so many comments. Man, who did that? I said, Taylor, Arthur Williams, man. That was the flyest Taylor I had got, man. When I graduated from ninth grade, I had on the green and gold window pane, Taylor. You feel what I'm saying? With some motherfucking green Stacy's. This the cold pops. I used to buy my shoes at Mr. Kicks. Anybody that know anything about the shoe store in LA, Mr. Kicks sold the Gators and all that when we was kids, right? But we got that from my older homies, man. Them dudes, Pitbull, Mac Watts, Greg Cross, Marset, Hunt from the Front, Pete the Buster, who was my uncle from my hood. And he called Pete the Buster because he cracked niggas on them dice. You feel me? It was one other motherfucker that came out there, one of my road dogs, BJ. You feel me? My homies was how they carried themselves, that's what made us carry. I said, well, we gonna be like them, right? I was just a dude that used to go into every neighborhood, man. I'd get on a bike and roll. I did a whole lot of walking when I was a little too in junior high to go hang out in other neighborhoods because I like girls, man. I like girls just as much as I like money, so I'm gonna go where the pretty girl tell me I can come to. So I'm gonna go chase that, right? I done been in a whole lot of neighborhoods that most people say you can't go through. And this is what people need to understand. Even if you gang banging, you can go in any neighborhood you want to. It's about how you're going. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you're going over there on some respect tip, you're going to get respected. But if you're going over here, you know this your girl house, why you want to take 20 of your homies over there? Because now you're taking 20 of your homies over there to really create problems. And that ain't how the game go, man. I remember I used to mess with this girl named Sheila, lived in the jungles, man. She lived on Nicolette, right? Hey, watch this. This is when the Mini Blazers was popping in Compton, right? My homie Lil Cherry had it. I think he had just borrowed it from somebody. He let me use it, though. And the Reebok boots, it just came out. So I got on some blue Reebok boots. I got on the blue khakis, man. And I got on the blue starter jacket and a white and blue Compton cat. Now, I know where I met him in the jungles. But I knew enough dudes from the pen that I knew I can get going here and get out of here. Because I'm not coming over here on no banging tip. Because you see me with the big old Turkish rope on. I'm having a little money. So when I get out the Mini Blazers, some datings, dude said, where you from? I'm like, oh, man, I'm from Compton. He's like, no, blood, what neighborhood? I'm like, well, I'm from front. I can't get away from saying who I am. This the first time motherfucker took my shoes. That dude said, man, take the Reeboks off. He ain't want the starter jacket or nothing. He took my shoes. Underneath to me, the girl house I went up had a brother from the jungles. When I walked in, still in my socks, I still didn't leave. I'm going to see this girl. My homeboy Cash from the jungles that was in San Quentin was in there. And I went in there, dude, threw my shit over. You know, I had the wires over the poles. It was hanging like that. I ain't never seen nobody tell somebody, hey, homie, go to Slauson Mart. Wherever you need to go get a size 7.5, them boots. Go get his shoes back. And the dude that did it, man, me and him ended up being cool. We ended up, because he needed me for something like I needed him for something. And we ended up exchanging numbers and we got tight. Later on, seen him later on again in prison. He moved like 4 cells away from me when we was in Tehachapi, 4B yard. And he said, bam, man, I know you ain't tripping. I said, tripping on, man, you done exchange money on the streets. We can shake money together. He said, man, you was all right. I said, now, I don't think I would have did the same thing you did to me if you'd have came in my hood and you had on some red. So he really gave me a pass, right? But if you really pay attention to things, man, you can go anywhere in America as long as you go with respect and won't nothing happen to you. You're in control of your destiny. Now, you ain't in control of the person that might have a gun, drive by, but you in control of your destiny. Don't never put yourself in a situation that you can't come out of. Then don't never put yourself in harm's way. And that's what I went through the grace of God. That's why I believe I lived so long, right? And what most people need to understand is, and I'm always saying this too, man, as an OG, that's a title earned, not just given. Once these youngsters give you that title of OG and big homie, it's another example you must lead with. And that example is to show them that you can get along with anybody. You understand what I'm saying? OG Crips and Bloods ain't beefing no more. We have established relationships. You feel me? What's up, Droops? We have established relationships. So, like I said, Baby G said, gangster, grab one of your homies, if it's just one, and become a mentor to him, an advisor in his life, for he would not do the things that you did. And if you got a down partner, and he got a little homie, and he grab one, want you to treat him to dinner or to breakfast, and let them two start having some form of dialogue. So you can't have dialogue if you don't know each other, because we get caught up in what's going on. You know, you got these fake trolls sit up on here, get talking about over this who killed who and this who killed that, but they be lying, but it's agitating, instigating some bullshit that isn't cool. And that's what we got to learn, y'all. And because life is too short for drama. Now, I got enough people in here for y'all to hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel, man. Don't be shy to this, man. You know what I mean? Because I like talking. I love giving y'all, like as Melly Mills say, good content, man. It's like the 1st and 15th when it get dropped in the mailbox, it's hot, right? So, you understand what I'm saying? Support the channel. But yeah, man, we got to, as black folks, we got to really learn how to get along with each other, man. And stop bickering amongst each other. When other people's trying to belittle us and talk about us, let's show them this united front and letting them know that you can't just call us coons. You just can't use that N-word. It's not appropriate for you to be saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Because what y'all don't know, it's a whole lot of people out here trying to emulate us, man. And we got to show them how to be us, because they don't know how to be us. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got to start doing. When things ain't, watch this, man. It's a trip. When it's a drive-by in the community, a whole lot of people say, well, what OG's at? But here, dude on YouTube calling us coons, and I ain't seen nobody tap into this dude's show say, hey, man, I'm on board with a whole lot of motherfucking noise. Hey, man, what the fuck you call me? Hey, that ain't cool. We ain't that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if a brother or sister would have got on there and disrespected the Hispanic culture or their race, called them something that they didn't supposed to call them, they'd have been tapping into your show. Guess who would expose you? Triple OG. He called himself exposing dude, but he do that same shit he do. So we need to start coming together, man. Black wealth equals black love equals black wealth. Come on, man. Let's do this, man. Learn how to love each other and start standing up for each other. Key ways and dot moves. It's a united front, baby. This is what we got to do. I'm a black man. I ain't a coon. A brother can call me the N-word. Another race can't call me that. Please understand that. And this is what people need to understand. When somebody disrespects a different race, especially if we do it, they get on us. So now somebody disrespecting us, calling us something that we're not, and ain't nobody saying nothing. No, if you got a voice, you let it be heard. Don't sit in the cut and just say, oh, man, you hear that dude, American Cholo, call us coons? He got so angry because his friend exposed him that he started using the N-word and started doing this. Oh, he choked. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, you said it. But listen to me, man. It's only 2 channels I'm going to watch. I mean, Hispanic, that's my boy Box and Sandman. They give up great content. They don't want no disrespect on their show, and they're not with the negativity. Pandemic Media. I do interviews on there and everything. Please subscribe to that channel. This is what y'all need to understand, man. Can't nobody tell you about your culture but you. Can't nobody tell you how to be black but you. You understand what I'm saying? So don't run from these shows. These people is talking about us. And we need to start representing ourselves. I ain't saying create rhetoric with them or negativity. I'm telling you, when somebody disrespect you, you must tap into their show and tell them, hey, I appreciate it, man, if you don't call me and my people coons. I'm not a coon. Hey, I appreciate it if you stop using the N-word on your show. Matter of fact, I appreciate you brothers that go on at No Jumper and sitting up here talking to this white boy like he another brother and you addressing him with the N-word. He's really laughing at you because it sounds like you have no intelligence. You sounding like an idiot. And I'm not calling you that. I don't want you to think that's what I'm calling you. But But if some of y'all look at the no jump interviews, hey man, them brothers be sitting up right up in there using the N word. This white boy just be up in there and he laughing at y'all, man. This is what they say. This is how they say we are. Let's learn how to conduct ourselves better, man. Please, man. Please, let's learn how to conduct ourselves better, man. Dudes disrespect us. Let's come together and tell it, dude, ain't nobody trying to shut your show down and get it took off YouTube. But it's a content, it's a narrative that you gonna respect us. He ain't disrespecting his race. Do you hear him on this show? Oh, these wetbacks. Did you hear him say that? No. But he sit up and say we coons. And when somebody else expose him with it, they saying it too. Because if you can't spot nothing, you ain't got it. And that's what people need to understand, man. I'm not trying to be negative on it, but when I seen that, it bothered me, right? It bothered me. It bothered me. So we need to be careful, man, and understand that the world is against us. And we don't represent ourselves and stand up and represent each other, we're going to be defeated. Divide and conquer. They've been doing that for hundreds of years. We got to stop that, man. We got to cut that myth. We got to cut that tail, man. Cut the head of that snake off. You understand what I'm saying? This is a new era, man. This is a new world order, and we got to conduct ourselves in the right etiquette and be more articulate than what we are. Let's learn, if we're going to use that N-word, use that amongst ourselves. It's not cool even for us to use it, and another race is sitting here. So you young brothers that be doing these interviews, stop calling people that ain't black that. And stop saying that. That shit is embarrassing. You belittling yourself. So when you do tell somebody they can't use it, the first thing they say is, well, you used it. Because I used that word. I ain't gonna never allow nobody else to call me that. You understand what I'm saying? Can't no other race call me that. They trying to justify using that word because we use it. I don't know who told them that. They was already hearing that word in their houses. Their parents was calling us that, whether y'all want to believe it or not. See, this is something I do know. Black parents didn't never teach us to hate anybody of another color. They didn't teach hate in the household, but a whole lot of other races got that hate towards the black person from their household. Why you think they dislike us so tough? I don't like him. Only black people they like is LeBron James, Denzel Washington, person who can get a three-pointer touchdown to do a good move. You understand what I'm saying? To hit a grand slam. We got to start representing ourselves better than what we are. I ain't no racist. I got a lot of love for boxing. Sandman, them was like my little brothers. You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of Hispanic homies. I got a white boy homie, right? And yes, he didn't call me that word. He said when he talked to me. But he'll tell you this. I had a fight with him and his brother Joy when they first moved in the hood and said that word. So y'all need to understand, this when we was kids. It ain't cool to use that word, man, if you ain't black. Please, do not call me your coon, and I'm not your boy. That's what other people need to understand, too. When you're talking to a black man, it's not appropriate to say, my boy. That's that plantation talk. I'm not your boy, man. You feel me? Exactly. Say it again, sniping. That's just what that is, man. Listen to me, man. We come from a race that is powerful and mighty, intelligent as a motherfucker. And our parents never taught us hate. They taught us how to love and respect people. You understand what I'm saying? I never heard my mother or father call white folks number white people. They ain't never disrespected them. My mother had white friends. My father had white friends, right? And that's the best part about it. So we got to learn how to start representing ourselves. Because we can dictate what somebody say to us. We can make them talk. You can demand how a person talk to you. Let them know it's consequences when you talk to me out the side of your neck. Stop coming at me with the east side shit out the west side of your mouth. Because it's not going to work. Right? So again, if anybody is up on their American Cholo, tap into his show and tell him you ain't like what he called black folks coons. And tell him he owed us an apology. Ain't nothing, watch this. Ain't nothing wrong with a grown man. That's how he rectifies error. Ain't nothing wrong with a grown man tapping in and say, you know what, hey, Black America, I was wrong for using that word, and I'm gonna stop using it. So with that said, best 30 minutes of the day, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button. Support the channel. OG Bam, Compton Front Hood, y'all. With that said, peace, love, and happiness. Victory, baby.